what did we see Littler do here in that set, which is just one fewer leg, but 140. So it sort of gives you an idea of where this young man's ceiling is. He's a special talent, but of course he's brand new. But what I've noticed he has been doing is playing in as many events as he can to gain as much experience as possible leading up to this huge moment for him this afternoon. And listen, he's taken on a guy that's vastly experienced, whether it be in the old BDO system and WDF, or of course now within the PDC system.
Yeah, 20 years of age, Charlie Manby. He's one to watch. It's a difficult tie for him, as Mace mentioned. Also gone on to win a Champions Week at the Motor Super Series very, very recently, and the similarities with Luke Littler really start there, don't they? Because
they do.
That's what he did before that incredible debut campaign when he reached the final here a couple of years ago. Yeah. Well, he did it twice.
It'd be incredible if he sort of follows in the same footpaths. There's no reason why not. You know, he is a special talent. He seems a very grounded young man, where Cameron Menzies is incredibly talented, but just can lose it a little up there. He's too reactive to what's going on around him, and that has been his undoing in the past, hasn't it?
Yeah, really animated player Cameron Menzies, always has been. Look, a few players have been bothered by the wasp here at Ali Pali. If you watch Cameron Menzies, you would think that there's always a wasp on stage, wouldn't you? Because his arms are flapping about everywhere most of the time.
Yeah, and the thing is, you might get away with it against the younger players, but the more experienced players will be stood behind you thinking, I've got you here, kid. And then you can just start to manipulate the situation a little bit. And, you know, not that the gamesmanship sort of goes on anymore. That seems to have been a lost dark art, Murph.
Yeah, he is from Scotland. Works as a plumber away from the Ucky, somewhere near Glasgow. Cameron Menzies, as we said, emotional, high energy, but successful. He has won a couple of Players' Championship titles. Beat Peter Wright in a final earlier this year, 107.2 average in the 8-3 win. And last year managed to make it to the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam of Darts. This year reaching the quarterfinals of the Grand Prix as well. He has kind of seemed to settle down a little bit more on stage of late.
Yeah, and as far as I know, I mean, I sat down with him for hours on one of the European tours and sort of just tried to make him understand that what he thinks he's doing may only be affecting him, but it's a positive for your opponent, and they can build and find some momentum against you. And he sort of, in the end, he got it. And I think he's, as far as I know, he's been seeing a sports psychologist. So, you know, that can only be of help. It's almost something that dart players not necessarily feel ashamed to do, but it's almost like, oh no, we don't do stuff like that in darts. Well, I'm afraid we're reaching that point now where there's so much money on the line. You've got to try and find any tiny percentage of an advantage.
Yeah, it really does have the potential to be a bit of a blockbuster clash, this. When you look at the first round ties, this was amongst the pick of them. It could really fizz along nicely. Cameron Menzies taking on Charlie Manby, and Champagne is about to make his Ali Pali debut.
Welcome back to the party, the Paddy Power World Darts Championship, comes to you from the Alexandra Palace, London. It's time for some more first round action. And now making his debut, a Development Tour title winner from Huddersfield, Champagne.
Who is going to play Cameron Menzies of Scotland.
Here's Scotland's number 2. It's Cameron
No, I'm going to have to let you into a little secret here, Murph. I'm absolutely sick of this song, right? Because my missus loves it, and every time I walk through the door in the pub, it's on the jukebox.
Yeah. You're going to have to find a way to remove it, mate.
Right, it's not like the jukeboxes ain't like that anymore. They're linked to the internet or something. I don't know.
Well, will you hear it more times this tournament? Can Cameron Menzies progress? Really, really difficult task. He takes to the stage. Not often you see Cameron Menzies more understated than his opponent, but that seems to be the case in the walk-ons here.
Yeah, he just seems... I think he understands the challenge here he's going to face in Charlie Manby. Certainly feels like it will be Manby who gets the majority of the support from the crowd. They seem to, well, enjoy every element of his walk on, as they did Menzies, to be fair.
Yeah, and it's not just here at Ali Pali where Manby's getting some support. I can tell you that the Flockton Green Club, where he's from, are hosting a watch-along party for him.
Oh, brilliant.
Also, the Crown in Sisset has got 2 pubs behind him in Huddersfield. A fine town of sporting heritage, of course, a birthplace of rugby league. And, of course, yours truly.
Yes.
More importantly.
Is the surname a name you're familiar with? Is it quite a common name in that area, or is it just a random one?
Yeah, no, I think he's certainly making that name famous himself. I think his dad does play darts on a local level, but nothing beyond that. I actually do remember Charlie Manby when I used to dabble playing darts myself, and dabble is probably a kind way of putting it. Some of the snooker clubs in Leeds would hold tournaments on a Wednesday night. I remember he was a 12, 13-year-old kid who was trying to play then, yeah.
So he's got some pedigree. But look at this for a start from Menzies. Didn't stay upstairs for the max because didn't like the lie. But an indication that he's feeling pretty good. Well, the reply from Manby isn't bad either. Yeah,
it's going to rattle along nicely this game as well. Neither player plays with any lack of pace.
Yeah, it's going to have a nice rhythm. You're just going to feel like you're almost in that practice routine where you're just sort of walking around in circles. Both like to get on with it. Opening leg of the opening set between Cameron Menzies and Charlie Manby.
Live World Championship darts on talkSPORT 2. Brendan Dolan already through. Interesting as well when you listen to Lewis Jones, the MC, announce the players to the stage. Cameron Menzies was announced as a Scottish number 2. Peter Wright's in this tournament, so that shows a bit of a sea change, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, sure does.
Wright in action this afternoon against Noelin van Leuven. We'll be bringing you coverage of that. Menzies down to 105 in the opening leg, 12 darts thrown.
Yeah, Manby 285. Oh, just strays into the treble 5, so 6 if needed. Might only need 3. 60 scored, 45 left. Single 13 is found. Double 16 marginally missed.
Manby back on 190. All he can do is try to apply some pressure here. He's straight in the treble 20. Second dart just dips below it, as does the third. So down to 90, but 3 clear darts at double 16 for Menzies. First one outside, has to shuffle across slightly to open up an angle. Over adjust, now double 8. And he's a distance off the doubles there.
Yeah, they all looked a bit edgy, Murph. Single 20, he'll stay there. Ball.
Oh, he was close, he was close.
Well, certainly closer to the bullseye than Menzies was to double 16 and double 8. He's now on double 2, chasing them around. Gets there in the end, holds in 21 to take a 1-0 lead in set 1.
And it was his 7th dart at double that got him there. Manby firing back straight in the treble 20 in the second leg. Something that I can tell you about Charlie Manby is that if the game does get high-tempered, he will give it some. He will celebrate big shots, 180s, but this time he's just watching as Menzies opens up leg 2 against the darts with a maximum.
He nearly opened up leg 1 with a max. He was 2 in from 2. Brilliant.
Well, you don't need me to tell you what that means, folks. Cameron Menzies might be about to bring the house down. Back-to-back 180s, and it's 1-4-1 for a 9-dart finish. The treble 20 is in. Oh, the treble 19 is a distance away.
And of course the crowd want it to go in, as the player does, because the player gets 60 grand, the charity gets 60. And some lucky punter in the audience, their chair number is randomly picked. The camera goes on them. If you sat there, you win 60 grand.
Hang on, what number am I set on?
I don't think we're allowed to play, Murph, unfortunately.
Always the way. Double 16 then. Well, that is a much better leg. 11 darter against the darts. Menzies doubles his advantage, and Charlie Manby is being given a very hostile welcome to the Alexandra Palace. Another match by Menzies.
Well, the calmer Cameron Menzies is doing the business here. He is playing beautifully. Started off a little shaky in leg one, but since then, the 9-dart attempt, 7 in, and then starts this with a max. And Manby is being blown away.
Certainly is. Menzies is really on it today. We have seen him recently talk about personal struggles and not being happy away from the Orkney, but he's holding it together. That's sport psychology is certainly working, but Manby hits back now. That was much needed. Down to 167. Menzies is not going to take out the 161. So are we going to see a bit of a champagne shot from Charlie Manby?
Starting on the 19s, doesn't get it. So Menzies, who threw a very clever dart 3 at the ball, picked up the 25, leaving a single to double combination, which he's got tops just over the top.
36.
Well, he can't be namby-pamby here, Manby. He's got to get in there.
A bit of hope in the fact that Menzies has missed a few darts at double. Treble 14 found, double 16, missed, double 8 hit. And that will settle him down a bit. He'd only had 1 dart at double. That was at the bull, actually, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, leg 1 off 90. So that was a lovely 15-dart break back. Acknowledged by Menzies. Sort of nodded his head in appreciation. They would have seen Charlie, of course, on the Pro Tour. He's been a top-up a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's played some decent stuff when he's been there. Menzies a much more sort of Pro Tour hardened player.
Yes. Yeah, no, I speak to people about that a lot. I say it takes you 1 to 2 years just to get used to the environment and the brutality of it. It is ruthless.
I think with both of these players, though, you watch out for bursts.
Yeah, playing streaks.
Yeah, and if they go at the same time, the crowd are going to be on the feet for.
Yeah, they won't need to worry about having a chair.
A little bit off the boil there from Manby. He's still in control of the leg unless Menzies hits something big here from 383. And he's found 2 treble 20s.
140.
Just about wrote it right in my notes. Yet another max. 2-4-3. Menzies leads 2-1 in set 1. Manby from 2-2-5 leaves himself 150.
Single 20. Single 20, so treble needed to leave a finish for Menzies, and that 150 can be converted in 6 darts for Charlie Manby to level up the opening set. Showing a bit of character in coming back.
76, leaves 74, the treble 14, leaves double 16. Lovely approach play from Manby. Both players average well into the 90s at the moment. Double 16.
Inside, double 8, hit it in the previous leg, hits it again. For a 17-dart hold, and it's all square at 2-2. Decider, Menzies, straight in the gravy. Don't tell Ricky Evans. 4 Mace already. He's trying to outdo Dudney, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. I mean, on debut, that's got to be right up there, hasn't it? 9. I can't think of players, any players hitting many more than that. 200
in the tournament already.
59.
Well, that was the 200, Smurf, from Menzies, who only follows it with 59, which sort of opens the door, but Manby can't take advantage. 304, 2-2, set 1. Manby, 262, minus 58, so 204, a chance here. Only a ton adrift, Manby.
Just underneath the treble 20, immediately switches down to the 19, blocks that as well, can't find a treble. Advantage Menzies in this first set decider on talkSPORT 2.
He's had a lot of low darts as Manby, as the 201st max of the tournament is found in the same leg.
And he's at a decent percentage of them, Cameron Menzies. Double 12 to take the opening set. No finish for Manby. He's left a bogey on 166. 2 outside the target. Oh, and the last one somehow misses between the dart and the wire. It didn't look like there was any room to do that.
No, it didn't look like it could fit in there. So 166 for Manby, treble 5, treble 20.
92.
Leaves 74 just in case.
Missed 3 set darts already, make that 4. Doubles are not good for Menzies in this set, but he has here on talkSPORT 2, and he takes the lead into the break. You are listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels. With 34 locations across the UK, visit villagehotels.com. And after the break, we will be back with the remainder of Menzies and Manby, with Menzies 1-0 up. Cheers, mate.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler gets on target. To be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler gets on target.
On the talkSPORT app and live on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Make sure you are subscribed to that for live action all the way through the tournament and exclusive interviews with the winner of every match here at the World Darts Championship, where right now Cameron Menzies has won the opening set, and Bobby George's old adage usually lives up, doesn't it, that it's scoring for show and doubles for dough, but it doesn't seem to be the case in that first set there.
Well, it was only 3-2, but it was the most dominant 3-2 you'll ever see. Yeah, Menzies had 3 times as many darts at a double, 5 180s to Manby's 1. It was just all about Menzies, 5 180s in a set. But ultimately, it was enough to get it done, and that little bit of lack of experience created a few parts. Though, in fairness, Menzies hit 2 maxes in the deciding leg with the darts. There's not too much you can do about it, and he just got cut adrift.
Mace, you mentioned this new approach from Cameron Menzies, seeing a sports psychologist. He does look ultra focused here. Yeah,
he's switched on, isn't he? There's no histrionics. He's nice and calm, even if, like there, he's hit a 60. It's forgotten about.
58.
And that's the way forward.
And he is a bit of a momentum player, isn't he? When he gets on a run, he tends to keep producing those big performances. Mentioned those Pro Tour wins, but he could have had a load more of them, couldn't he?
You called it early on in the opening set. They're both streaky type players, and if Menzies does get into that rich vein of form, he can tend to hold it for quite some time. And in this kind of format, which soon becomes a bit of a sprint, I suppose it's sort of, if you compared it to a marathon and a sprint, it'd be a 1500 metre, wouldn't it? A best of 5 sets.
81.
But it could soon get away with you super quick.
Yeah, these two would sprint 500 metres, then walk the next 500 and then try and sprint again at the end.
100.
Well, Manby seems to be in control of the opening leg of set 2. It is his throw. So no real damage yet, but needs to win this set. And from 171, he leaves himself nicely placed on double 16 after 15 darts, sorry.
126 for Menzies, takes him down to 115. So Manby has got to make sure of this. Oof. Well, all three on the wire, 2 on the outside wire, 1 on the inside wire.
Yeah, but he's had 5 darts at double 16 in the match and he's missed them all. Menzies might pick his pocket here. Tops for 115 check out. And that's what happens on the biggest stage of all. You cannot afford to pass up those opportunities. And Cameron Menzies makes Charlie Manby pay.
140.
Yes, may think about changing the double. Maybe have a couple of pops at tops. See if that plays out better, because the more you miss a target, the less confidence you have in hitting it. And that sort of mushrooms out of control.
Just seen a couple of nuns in the audience enjoying a pilgrimage to the palace. Only at the darts, may say.
57.
They look like they could be nuns on the run, mate, to be honest.
I'm sure whatever they were consuming was holy.
There's plenty of water in it, I tell you that.
100.
Oh, lovely max from Manby.
Yeah, down to 130. And
well, he dominated leg 1, didn't he? And he's not quite dominating leg 2, but it's on the Menzies throw. Menzies is left 80. Charlie wants 130. He's not going to go 2 single 20s. Gets the treble 18. Menzies leads a set to 0, and by a leg to 0. Is that about to double 10? 1 dart left. Ooh.
7.
Well, the first reaction, as I'm sure you could hear.
Well, yeah, it's 14 darts missed a double now for Cameron Menzies. Manby himself,
18.
he's now missed 9, including 3 there, and he really should be 2-0 up in this set. Might be about to find himself 2-0 down. Oh, he's got a bit of luck there as Menzies goes inside the 5 with his second dart, meaning he didn't get a third. Manby's got a choice to make on this 18.
Yeah, to split or go straight out. If he's feeling a little bit nervous, you're better off going straight for it. He's found a single 10 for double 4. There's no nerves with this man. He a little bit of a charmed life there, but in fairness, should have won leg 1, so it's about right, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 all set 2, 1 set to Menzies.
To break back, so it gives young Charlie Manby effective control.
59.
Don't forget Peter Wright coming up this afternoon on talkSPORT 2 tonight. Johnny Clayton, the 5th seed for the tournament, begins his campaign, takes on Portsmouth's
58.
Adam Lipscomb.
Yeah, Dirk van Dijvenbode, he's back against Andy Bartons. And Max Hopp, who we've not seen for many a year, who, well, when he did first qualify, was a very young man, wasn't he?
Yeah, Simon Whitlock, by the way, also resides in Portsmouth, but he travelled back to his native Australia to qualify for this tournament.
58.
And up next,
Menzies Suljevic is going to be on that stage, taking on David Cameron, not that one.
They say it's a young man's game. It's littered with legends this afternoon and this evening.
On the week, of course, where the 71-year-old Paul Lim made it through to the second round and is going to take on Luke Humphries, who he's beaten on the Ali Pali stage before.
Yeah, creating his own headlines as the real People's Champion, of course. Nearly a max from Manby, down to 1-2-3 on throw. It's 1 all in set 2, 1 set to Menzies. Menzies back from 285, could only get down to 201, so a bit of breathing space. 57 leaves 66. He's gone ball double 8, and then 9 to leave 32. Nothing wrong with that.
But keeps leaving 32, hasn't hit it yet.
No.
Has hit double 8 a couple of times, so if the first start goes inside, all's well. If it goes outside, then Manby could start to run into problems. Is inside, double 8, never in doubt. So Manby 2-1 up in the second set, and a set behind, has a glance over to his mum and girlfriend, both wearing Charlie Manby shirts, donned himself in a sort of dark green colour.
Yeah, it's very Paddy Power, isn't it?
Yeah, very much on brand, isn't he?
59.
I think he is the type of player that this Ali Pali crowd could grow to really take to their darting hearts.
140.
Menzies down to 278 already. Has thrown 6. Oh, this is a bit of a mare because you really don't ever want to go to a deciding leg. This is a little bit different because he will have the darts in it, but it's going to be loaded with pressure because if he loses the deciding leg, he finds himself 2 sets adrift, and that's going to be a long way back against Menzies.
It may well be his first time playing set play as well.
Yep.
And both
81.
the opening
55.
sets going to deciders teaches you a lot about this format.
Didn't even think about the 57. Great play from Menzies. He's certainly of clear thinking.
He leaves double 16 to force another decider. Double 8. Well, it's a bit awkward. It's low in the bottom corner. He's tried to adjust. It doesn't matter because Manby is back on 196.
17% on the doubles now. We're full from 23 for Menzies.
Having to require 16.
Gives himself a little come on. Double 8 missed outside again, but he's used the marker very nicely.
17 is very much the number of the day today. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 legs have been won in 17. What a time to find your 3rd max of the match.
This is exactly what Cameron Menzies did at the end of the previous set. He actually hit back-to-back 180s at this point, didn't he?
Yep.
Can Manby do the same thing? It's on. It's still on. Oh, clattered into the darts in the treble 20 bed. Only a 140, but he's well on course here to levelling the match.
Yeah, it was a well-thrown dart. Just bumped and shot down rather than shot in. Just has to control the adrenaline, which he seems to be doing very, very well, and the nerves.
Bit of aggression from Manby there. First time we've really heard him bellow out. 62 for the set.
Some leg of darts in a decider. Just misses the treble 10. Gets the single 20. Double 16.
46.
Still hasn't found that target, but he's going to be back for one that he's hit 3 times already. Charlie Manby, a set down, but 2-2 in this one. And after a dozen darts, he's left himself on double 8 for a first set on the Alexandra Palace stage. Just outside, on the wire, just above that. And that one is in. And Manby is Menzies 1, Manby 1. Thanks, mate. And if you love your darts, whether it's league night, the local, or dreaming of a walk-on anthem, you'll know the right gear makes all the difference. Target Darts are the brand behind Luke Littler's rise. They've been with him from the start, crafting the innovative, high-quality darts he now uses on the sport's biggest stages. And now Target have taken the home setup to another level with the Omni Auto scoring system, instant accurate scoring, and a slick modern way to sharpen your game. So if you want the same equipment trusted by the most electrifying young talent in world darts, visit targetdarts.com and get on target.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler gets on target. magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler gets on target.
In the midst of a potential Christmas cracker here between Cameron Menzies and Charlie Manby, and there are certain players, Chris Mason, who can perform maybe without the statistics of others, but the game looks even better because you're looking at the stats now, 86-89, nothing to write home about, but we are completely engrossed in this battle.
Yeah, you must have read my mind. That was exactly going to be my point off the break, that, you know, we talk a lot about averages when they're incredible or when they're poor. But sometimes when it's just an old school back and forth game of darts, this is sport rather than someone putting on a bit of a clinic. In spells, they've both been brilliant. We've had eight 180s in 2 sets, but we've also had 33 missed darts at a double.
Yeah, and that is a big reason why the averages are sub 90 rather than above it.
If you doubled their percentages, you could put 10, 11, 12 points on those numbers. In terms of scoring, it's been of high quality and enthralling. You're right. It's just a game of darts that you can't take your eye off, where the numbers don't really matter.
Third set, first leg. Cameron to throw first. Game on.
Menzies has the darts then in this third set. Remember, it's first to 3. 3 sets. Need to be won to win the match. 3 legs need to be won to win a set, but if it does go to a decider, then there would be a tie-break situation. We'd have to win by 2 clear legs until it got to 5 all, and then it would be sudden death. Yeah,
well, it's a race to 2 sets now, isn't it? It's a best of 3, so we're down to about 400 metres now, Murph.
Still sounds like hard work to me, mate.
Well, it's a long way round a track, and that is 400 metres.
57.
And this does have the potential to go the distance.
Well, we said it, didn't we, in the green room, building up to this game, that it just had tie-break written all over it. Their stats very similar for the season. Certainly not a lot to choose between them in whatever metric we looked at. For me, the only question was how Manby was going to handle it up there, and like you said, he's not backwards in coming forwards, and he is prepared to give it some up there, and has done.
Certainly has. Opening leg of the third set in a level match. 183 Menzies after a dozen darts. 303 Manby. Went for the 19s quite correctly. Couldn't find it, but found a treble 20 to get himself within range of Menzies.
I think if I was managing Manby going this, my advice would be, listen, he's going to look irresistible at times, like he's not going to miss, but he then will go through a spell where he does. Make sure you're in and around it.
Great 165 setup to leave double top, but Menzies gets 2 at double 16. One's gone begging, double 8, that's gone as well. This is a big chance now for Charlie Manby to get a break.
Yeah, he breaks through here. He just has to hold throughout the rest of the match, and he wins. It's that simple. Double 10 is found. And yet another 17 dart. Break of throw for Manby.
It was a 165 setup, wasn't it, that did the damage, put the pressure on Menzies.
And he nearly hit the treble 11, didn't he, going for the single 11. I think that just threw him a tad.
Well, dropping a little bit low on the treble 20 and on the 19s. So we saw a little surge there from Charlie Manby. No sign of keeping it up yet, though. All the darts for both players dropping low in this leg so far.
Yeah. Like I say, it's when they're just slightly over trying. This is more relaxed from Menzies, and a 140 is found.
Well, Michael van Gerwen's not playing today, but you might be able to hear the crowd singing out. I'm assuming they've spotted a bit of a doppelganger in the audience.
A bold bloke who's a little portly, no doubt.
I must say, Michael's looking rather svelte these days.
He is
himself.
actually, yeah. All credit to him. He's plays a bit of paddle now, doesn't he? And trying to keep himself a little bit fitter.
206 as Menzies tries to break back here, and he has taken the darts in this second leg of set 3.
Yeah, Manby can be a little erratic, can't he? There's a few too many troublous visits creeping in. There's another 46.
106.
First dart in the single one from 106 doesn't matter. Well, he needs to find something here though, Menzies. That's a real mess. 28.
Yep.
Down to 78.
Well,
should get a dart double, but
Manby pops in a 140. He's under pressure, isn't he?
difficult to do so after the first dart dips low, but he goes for cover, finds the treble 19, not once but twice, and that two treble turn is found to leave 104. Menzies 18 leaves 60, 20 leaves tops, has to shuffle across the Yorkie, but he does find a route to it, cancels out the breaker throw, then lets out a big come on. You would have heard that through the microphone of the referee Kirk Bevans.
I don't think you would have needed a microphone. You could probably hear that from South London.
434.
Great use of the 19s for Menzies. Well, it's parity.
Yeah, 1-1 in sets, 1-1 in legs, and he just seems to be finding his range again
59.
as Manby's gone a little bit off the boil.
Yeah.
$59.
59 was by Menzies, so Manby trying to get back in the trebles, decides to go for 18s, does find one of them.
I mean, and it's not an insult, but Manby is like a first dart merchant, isn't he? If he finds it, he follows. He's, of course, still developing as a player and evolving.
22.
Yeah, he's only 20 years of age, got a lot to learn. One thing I do want to ask you, mate, is that we did see him as Menzies just checks what he's got left after finding two treble 20s there. Didn't want the embarrassment of busting, and he's left this leg perfectly placed. Double 16 after 12, but yeah, when he won that first leg and broke the throw, he did let a little bit out. Does that take a bit out of you mentally?
Yeah, sometimes it's the peaks and troughs of adrenaline, and you just, again, it's just managing it, and there is a time and a place for it, and I certainly think Gerwyn Price, who sort of reined it in slightly, has looked sharper in later on in matches, although this year that's where everything's gone wrong for him in terms of matches, because he's been right in them until the latter stages, but that's just been down to missed doubles.
Well, we spoke about bursts, and Cameron Menzies is on one here.
Yeah.
13 darter, followed by his 6th 180 of the match.
He's averaging nearly 97 for the set, which is sort of 7 or 8 points up from his match average.
A few boos ringing out in the audience. I assure you it's nothing to do with the players on the stage, and
No.
I do wonder sometimes why, when you've got a game like this going on, they decide to make their own entertainment.
Well, I have got an answer, but I'll tell you later.
Yeah, but are we on after 9 tonight?
Oh, can he follow? You bet he can.
Well, it can't be described as too little from Charlie Manby, but is it too late to keep him in this set? Double 16 for Menzies to take it, and now he, for the first time, shows a little turn of celebration, but he does kind of then stop himself, realises that's not his plan here, but the match plan is going exactly as he would have hoped. 2-1 up now.
Averaged nearly 100 in that set, Murph. And his second 11 darter of the match, he did find an 11 darter with a leg that had back-to-back 180s in it, in leg 2. And he's just replicated it there to win set 3 by 3 legs to 1, 99.80.
And that was a set where he was broken in the very first leg, so at the moment the match is going with throw, but there has been breaks amongst it that could have actually seen one of the players win this game 3-0. Most likely Cameron Menzies, due to his superior scoring.
140. Charlie 121.
1-2-1 for Charlie Manby, looking for a dozen dart leg here. Menzies on 161, so Manby opts to go for the treble 17.
34. Cameron 161.
Maybe a more experienced player wouldn't have. Maybe he had to. The treble's found. The treble 17 is found. The ball is not.
36.
Yeah, just right of the centre.
87.
The weight was spot on. Treble 17, single found. Needs the ball.
54.
Fails to find it. This
Cameron
could be
25.
disappearing away for Charlie Manby now. 9 for double 8 for Cameron Menzies. Goes inside, across the double 4, finds that, and he really does let it out this time. Couldn't contain himself.
To throw first. Game.
Yeah, he's very much on a bit of a roll. Like I said, he lost the first leg of set 3. Since then, it's been all Menzies. And legs won in 18, 13, 11 and 15. That is that streak you were talking about.
Yeah, and now Manby needs to find one of his own, and he may well do so. A maximum in response. He feels he has to break here, otherwise he's going to find his feet planted firmly on the tungsten trapdoor.
43.
Only 43. So from 3-2-1 after the max, a ton for Manby down to 2-2-1. Menzies 3-7-3. 2-1 up in sets, a leg up in legs.
Just saw a few in the crowd with their Australian get-up. We did have the I'm a Celebrity winner, Angry Ginge, on stage in a bit of pre-session entertainment. Well,
I'll have to take your word for that. I
if
still don't know who he is.
Yeah, you thought I was talking about Cameron Menzies, didn't you?
I did.
81 left for Manby. It's a good response, this.
Very. 81 after 9.
2-1 behind in sets, 1-0 behind in legs, but this to break back. Treble 15 found for double 18, 11 darter. He shrugs his shoulders as if to say, all in a day's work, and Menzies actually steps back and applauds him there.
Well, we talk about quality. That's our third 11 darter in this match.
And what we said before, it just makes the point, doesn't it? It's the third 11 darter, but we've had loads of 17s. There was a 21 darter to start it.
137.
And some, you know, standard 15 darters somewhere scattered in between. But in terms of a viewing spectacle, it's been absolutely brilliant. I've loved every minute of it.
Yeah, superb. Played at a great pace, in a great spirit.
6.
And you just don't know what's going to happen next, because both of these players are very capable of being either hot or cold at any given moment.
100.
So 2-1 in sets to Cameron Menzies, 1-1 in legs.
It's just nicely poised. And Manby has the throw, of course, in this set. He's down to 2-0-4. 3-4-2 Menzies.
The pair have shared 12 maximums in the game, 7 of them for the Scotsman. It's becoming much more evenly matched. Yeah, Menzies won that first set. He only won it 3-2, but he did dominate. But since then, not much to choose between them.
No, and the overall match averages suggest that there's less than a point between them.
7 to here then for Manby to go ahead in this fourth set. Chooses double 16 again, still can't seem to hit that target, and Menzies could steal it with 106.
He's already had a 105 to steal. He wants tops.
86.
Slightly pulled. A roar of disappointment from Menzies.
Takes his time this time, Charlie Manby, and it works. He did the trick. Double 16 is pinned. He's one away from levelling the match. Menzies has the darts. 2-1 up in sets, 2-1 behind in legs here on talkSPORT 2.
Manby literally just before he threw it just sort of raised his eyebrows and said, "What's up? Calm down. Of course I'm hitting this."
90.
It's unlucky. Treble 20 and 2 treble 5s right in the corner. Menzies back in it. Oh, he loses the line but recovers.
23.
Yeah, went to the other side, didn't he? The treble 1, but 2 treble 20s back in the red bit here. Manby with 2.
140.
2-7-1 for Manby. 2-7-8 for Menzies, who fires in an 8 max. We'd like to have saved that for the next leg.
Well, he wants to put pressure on and say to Charlie Manby, look, you're going to have to hold your throw in a decider.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're really made of, pal. Single 20, 78 left. Can't find the treble, but it doesn't matter. Manby can't go out.
Yeah, needs tops after 12. Manby 189. So this match
99.
will come down to the very next leg. Either we've got a game on our hands and we're going into a decider, or Menzies will win the match 3-1.
Well, this is the biggest leg of Charlie Manby's darting life. Starts it with a ton. Either the champagne stays on ice for Manby or it's champagne super over.
Brilliant.
85. It's one treble a visit so far for both men.
Who is going to blink first? The first treblist turn comes from Menzies. 3-4-3 Menzies. Manby 3-1-6 minus these. Single 20. Treble 19 on cover. And he's done that a few times this afternoon in this match. He's down to 182.
Brilliant game. Is it going to go the full quota of sets? It's heading that way. Charlie Manby on 182 after 9. Single 20. Another. He just can't make the adjustment. The door is slightly ajar here for Menzies, who's on 247.
And he has been mustered around that red bit, but has to come for cover. Leaves 150 in the end. 418s and ball for Manby for 2 sets all.
Can't find the treble with dart 1. Has he with dart 2? Oh, he hadn't. Couldn't quite see. The other dart was covering it. He's perfectly poised. Unless Menzies can win it in style, which he won't. 150 won't go. Manby back, 3 darts in hand, double 16 to take this to a deciding set.
And this double has been a nightmare.
Takes his time amongst the revelry of the Palace, but he's the coolest customer in North London. He looks like he is enjoying this. It goes the distance. Menzies has the darts. He didn't want to mess about. Straight away, before Kirk Bevans had even finished telling him he was throwing first, he'd thrown the third dart of a 140 opening salvo.
Oh, the reply from Manby was nearly perfect. Went in and out of the treble 20, so treble 20 on the floor. 120 scored. Oh, rescue job from Menzies. 81 in the end, down to 280 in the first leg of the deciding set. 280 Menzies. Manby, with another 2 treble visit, gets down to 241.
Just getting better and better this game. Averages are creeping up, but it's not a match that's really about the statistics. It's the fact that both players, who are pretty streaky at times, have pretty much gone with each other all the way through the game. So every leg is competitive. Every moment seems massive.
So's this one. 159 Menzies, a 20 and 19. We'll have to go back up. Oh, that's a hell of a dart to leave 60. 141 Manby.
Over the top of the treble 20, so Menzies is going to come back. Manby uses the bullseye, hitting 25. Just taps Menzies on the shoulder. Awkward 60 because the 20 stands up, blocking a bit of the tops, but that's a great dart.
Yes, a great leg, a 14 dart hold effectively, forcing Menzies to find a 12.
The way it landed, it almost seemed like he swerved it in, didn't it, that Cameron Menzies? Remember, you do have to win by 2 clear legs in a 5th set in this first round, and the tie-break rule is back for round 1. It hadn't been for the last few years.
Well, even though this has gone to a last set and we're already a leg deep, it's only been 30 minutes of hockey time.
30 very enjoyable minutes. 140 matched by Manby. Menzies on 3-6-1, Manby on 2-6-1. Has the darts in the second leg.
58.
And on course to restoring parity once again.
43.
It was on course.
Yeah, only 43, so 218 Manby, 303 Menzies, single 19 followed by
99.
a treble 20 and a single, down to 204. So again, like Manby was tapping him on the shoulder, Menzies is repaying the favour here. Manby down to 99.
No treble yet for Cameron Menzies.
48. Charlie required 99.
Bit of a wild last start. Left him on 156 at a single 8. 19 goes for treble 16. It's probably wise with
83.
Menzies back on 156 rather than going tops.
Really?
Whoa. I spoke too soon. Double 18. Oh, that would have been a showstopper from the Scotsman.
Yeah, the way he's been hitting treble 20s, if I wouldn't have been giving him a go at anything that requires 2 treble 20s in the combination.
Double 8's been good to Manby. Can't find it this time. No double 4. 1 dart left, and he finds it. And he really punches the air.
That was huge.
And he knew it. He knew it. They knew it. Everybody now. Despite the self-made fun some of the crowd were making earlier, every pair of eyes is now fixed towards the stage in this hall in Ali Pali.
The pain on Menzies' face as he watched that last dart go in. The double 8 was nowhere near. And you think to yourself, oh, I'm going to get a go here. And any break or throw here, whether it's against you or for you, is absolutely crucial in these tie-break sets. Is Manby going to really apply a bit of pressure? He does. 140 takes him down to 276 on the Menzies throw. 2-2 in sets. 1-1 in legs.
Nothing between them. We can look at pretty much every metric. 28 tons for Menzies, 27 for Manby, 12 140s apiece. Trebleless visits, 26 one, 24 the other. Just shading it on the 180s is Cameron Menzies, 8-5.
Yeah, it's 11-10 in legs.
80.
Manby a little bit better on the doubles, which could end up being the crucial metric. We'll wait and see. He's on 180 here against the darts.
Yeah, he's in a great spot, and only just comes up dry. Leaves 120, opens the door for Menzies from 204. Small 20, has to move left. Oh, and again, he's been brilliant when he's moved around the hockey. That is such a saver.
120. Are we going to get a big moment from Manby? Hasn't had a 3-figure finish on this stage yet. He has now, and that could be the turning point. It's all about timing, this game of darts, and that was impeccable from Charlie Manby.
He loved every minute of it. Go on, son. He is loving it. He's taking a moment here just to compose himself. He knows, listen, a 12 darter will get it done. A 15 darter is probably enough.
Yeah, he's looking straight across to his family. Did really well to compose himself there.
Yeah, I like that. Just took a moment. So used his family as inspiration and maybe a bit of comfort.
And
only 97 from Menzies.
we said the crowd may be in love with him by the end of this game. Well, they're all walking in a Manby wonderland right now. That 120 finish could well be the tungsten tie turner, and we could be seeing the 3rd seed to depart this tournament.
Oh, not without a fight from Cammy Menzies, who pops in a 180 to change the whole dynamic of this leg. Oh, don't come up troubleless now, and he has. 57 to leave 164, the 180 taking Menzies down to 224 on the top wire. Oh, great adjustment. That's brilliant. 180 followed by a 140. He was in a world of trouble.
I think if this goes, he'll be diving into the crowd, Charlie Manby. Couldn't find the treble 19 though. It just drifted into the treble 7. 84 for Cameron Menzies to stay in the tournament.
Oh, a single one. He's going to need 51 for 32. Doesn't get it. So Manby back at 68. Again, looks to his family and friends.
78.
Match darts incoming here. 68. He should get at least one. Mum and girlfriend stand up. Head in hands, can't bear to watch. Can he stay cool? It's 1 dart at double 16 for a dream debut. And it's inside.
Well, a miscount from Menzies has left him on double 3. He's just...
And he's questioning it. He's questioning it. He's questioning the ref. The marker, Scott Gibling, has interjected to say it is right. And he's gone inside with a 2nd dart. The last dart doesn't count as well. He threw it away. Cameron Menzies, he's imploded here.
Yeah, you can't step on the hockey while the dart hasn't been released, and he punches the little table that the players put their dart stuff on.
But he's been working so hard, living and breathing every dart for 36 minutes, and then one mistake has cost him. Can Manby take full advantage? No.
Now, because Menzies threw that last dart away, it didn't count. The 3 counted, so now it's 1-1-1.
Oh, he's made a real mess.
He thought it was an 18 he was walking. It's not, it's just in the one.
One more chance for Menzies. And I tell you what, he's lost it at the end of this match. His head's gone.
It's fallen off.
Manby just needs to stay calm.
Yeah, don't get involved. But he's stepping back off the hockey. He wants double 4 for a place in round 2 on debut.
And Tia, his girlfriend, getting involved in the chance of Charlie. Double 2 becomes double 1, ironically, and he nails it! And now he can spray the champagne as Charlie Manby chalks up a victory on his World Championship debut. He's living it up. Cameron Menzies can't believe it. About what happened, he's bleeding. He's got his blood all over his hand, punching the table there. That is, well, nobody wants to see that. We once saw Colin Lloyd punch a dartboard in frustration. He went on to win that match, but having lost, Cameron Menzies has just bust open his own hand after being bruised by that performance from Charlie Manby, who we should be talking about now.
Yeah, and that's all we will talk about. That's for another day. What a performance on debut. It had everything, that match, everything you love about sport, drama, fight back, absolutely everything, and just about literally was involved in a match. That wasn't an exhibition. That wasn't a case where he's leading from the front and in control. He had to battle, and my goodness, didn't he battle. Yeah,
victory for Charlie Manby. Mason, the next round he takes on either Canada's Matt Campbell or Adam Savada of the USA. I mean, on paper, that's an easier fixture than the one he's just won.
Yeah, totally agree. It's a very winnable game, and the next thing you know, he's into round 3. He's going to pick up a big paycheck regardless of what happens from here. That match was worth £10,000 on its own. He's guaranteed to be on 25,000 already, and of course there's a new tour. He might not need that tour card via that route. He might get it through this route.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the meltdown from Menzies at the end rather brought a different dynamic, rather brought down the tone to what had been a fantastic game of darts here on talkSPORT 2. Charlie Manby wins it in the end. We've got a couple more games to come for you. Mensa Suljovic taking on David Cameron, and Peter Wright will face Noah Lynn van Leuven. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson will return to talk you through the first of those 2 fixtures at the other side of this.
Smashed it from the top first of all, and then throw before.